Na nikwambie William Ruto, ulikuwa unafikiria ati utanitisha mimi, ati umenitoa kwa kazi, ati nitakosa umaarufu kwa hii jamii. Mimi ndio nilikuleta hapa. Ukatanganywa na Ichung'wa ati ulijilete. Si ujilete sasa? Si ujilete? I mobilized 4 million people from this mountain to make you president. I'll mobilize 8 million people from this community to send you home.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 2027, there will be a scramble for the Mount Kenya votes, both from William Ruto, Dr. Kengo Fred Matiang'i, and Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. There will be the scramble for those votes because we know how Mount Kenya votes counts in every election. Now, on this particular video, I want to take you through on who should be depended on by all these politicians or any of these politicians for the votes of the Mount Kenya region. First of all, let me remind you that they determined the election of President William Ruto in 2022. They also ensured that Uhuru Kenyatta was elected twice, 2013 and 2017. They also bestowed Mwai Kibaki the leadership of this country. So this is not a region to underrate in any way. But now, the way you go to that region matters. In 2022, Raila Amolo Odinga made a mistake. And if there's something that all these other politicians should be careful about, it is how they are going to climb the mountain. And that is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mokwa Times, kindly take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel.
Yeah? Nyinyi ni wana Kenya kama mimi. Si ndio? Na sisi kazi yetu, ni kuhakikisha tumehudumia wale ambao wametupatia kazi. Kwa sababu hawa Kenya ndio hawa ndio jameni wanatulipa mshahara yetu. Si ndio ukweli jameni? Na kuambia jameni, hata kama kuna matatizo, njooni tuketi jameni, sisi ni mandugu. Hakuna haja tubishane. Hakuna haja mwananchi yule ambaye anatulipa aumie. Ni nini ambaye imetushinda sisi kuelewana? Hakuna jameni. Sisi sio maadui. Tunalipwa na yule Mkenya mmoja peke yake. Si ni kweli? Kama kuna taabu, njooni tuongee. Kama Cleofa hapa amewaletea taabu, piga mlango kwangu muje tuongee. Au ni namna gani jameni?
Ladies and gentlemen, why am I doing this video? We want to determine whether it is Uhuru Kenyatta or Rigathi Gachagua in the Mount Kenya region. Who should Matiang'i, Kalonzo, or William Ruto depend on? Because we can't just assume William Ruto here. He can approach any of them. These leaders, if they want to go for the Mount Kenya votes, they must approach either Uhuru Kenyatta or Rigathi Gachagua. But among the two, who matters more in Mount Kenya as we speak today? Number one, let me start with Uhuru Kenyatta, ladies and gentlemen. Uhuru Kenyatta is the Mudhamaki, the only leader who is currently living that was ordained by the Kikuyu people as their king. But Uhuru Kenyatta is a retired president and inactive in politics, active politics. He has never come to rallies to campaign for anyone. Even in 2022, he was holding back his words. He did not speak everything as expected for Raila Amolo Odinga support. So, Uhuru Kenyatta cannot be ruled out in any way when it comes to the mountain politics. Also, Uhuru Kenyatta is financially stable. If there's someone who can lobby for funds, support a presidential candidate in this country, it is Uhuru Kenyatta. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to remember that. Now, in the Kenyan politics, especially in 2027, finance aspect is going to be very important. Very important. Because William Ruto is going to pump money to ensure that he has won the elections. So for you to count William Ruto as well, you must pump money. So the aspect of finance is going to be very critical in 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, Uhuru Kenyatta is tactical. In 2013, if you look at things the way they are by that time, if he was not tactical, he could have gone for Gideon Moi. But because he's tactical, he went for William Ruto. In 2017, Let me tell you that they were not okay even before even the elections with William Ruto. But Uhuru Kenyatta stuck with the same person. That shows very well that Uhuru Kenyatta calculates before he makes a move as well. So he's tactical. Ladies and gentlemen, I've also to remind you that Uhuru Kenyatta is internationally connected. Being the former president of this country, he's well connected internationally and actually even locally. He has leaders and businessmen who he can be able to approach and fund campaigns across the country, here in the country. He also locally has so many leaders who he can actually lobby, come on board and work with him to push for a candidate. So even William Ruto knows this gentleman is well connected and he cannot underrate him in any way. Those leaders who are local here, most of them are very loyal to Uhuru Kenyatta. So he has very loyal leaders who can fight for him. Last but not least about Uhuru Kenyatta, he's also an orator.
Ati wananiambia nimalize niende. Kwani wanafikiria nimalize niende wapi? Nitakuwa hapa tu. Na mimi nitafanya kazi yangu mpaka dakika ya mwisho.
After Rigathi Gachagua, I strongly feel that another orator from the Mount Kenya region, or even the entire Kenyan politics, it's Uhuru Kenyatta. When he used to hold the mic and speak during his campaigns, he also did very well. Nobody could tell this is a cool kid from the first family. Now, let me go to Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua, number one strength is that he has superfluous orator skills.
Mimi niseme rais ulikuwa hapa juzi. Mimi ni kwa sababu ni muungwana na niheshimu ofisi yako. Nikatoa mwelekeo kwa mlima. Nikasema usitukanwe na mtu yeyote. Nikasema usipigiwe kelele. Ukuje uongee na watu ya mlima lakini walipe kwa sababu unakuja kuongea uongo. Si ndio? Si nilisema mchukue pesa? Mimi nikasema msikize uongo lakini wacha nikuambie William Ruto. Ukiendelea kutumia vijana kutukana Uhuru Kenyatta, next time utakuja mlima, mimi nitatoa amri, hawa wananchi watakutukana wewe mwenyewe. Neguo. Lazima sasa kuanzia leo ni kinge na kumlinda ndugu yangu Uhuru Kenyatta. Mimi nataka nikuambie William Ruto, I want to tell you from the mountain. Nataka nikuambie. I want to tell you William Ruto, hakuna vibaraka yako tena watatukana Rais Uhuru Kenyatta. You did enough damage to Uhuru Kenyatta. You misled all of us. We humiliated our son. We embarrassed our son. We cannot sit back and see you use your protege kumkosea heshima Rais Uhuru Kenyatta. Na mimi nikiwa kiongozi wa mlima ni jukumu langu kulinda watu ya mlima akiwemo Rais Uhuru Kenyatta ambaye ni kiongozi wetu.
This guy, when he comes out to speak holding the mic, you can tell this is a politician who knows what he's doing. He knows how to speak to the people's hearts. He knows how to say what the people want to hear. And he knows how to deconstruct other leaders. He knows how to maneuver in every situation he's put by any opponent. And that's why I'm saying every leader must be very careful about Rigathi Gachagua. If you want to go against him, think twice. Another thing about Rigathi Gachagua, he's wealthy, able to finance a campaign in the Mount Kenya region alone. First of all, at the national level, I doubt whether he's able to campaign nationally and be able to use his funds alone, because it is the election of Kenya is very expensive. So Rigathi Gachagua is very wealthy and well equipped to finance the Mount Kenya region campaign. Ladies and gentlemen, Rigathi Gachagua has one other biggest strength. He ensured he has the people by his side. Now, don't confuse me here. Uhuru Kenyatta was ordained by the people before 2017 and 2013. The people of Mount Kenya as their leader. And after the election of 2022, or even before, after 2027, Uhuru Kenyatta did not give some proper succession politics in Mount Kenya, in that after I've left, the leader I'm giving you is this person. It's Raila Amolo Odinga who brought Martha Karua. And you saw the reception in Mount Kenya. Martha Karua did not get any votes to take to Raila Amolo Odinga's side. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a big mistake. So Rigathi Gachagua realized there's a gap that Uhuru Kenyatta left. and he came out and grabbed it. And that's how he managed actually to drive away Uhuru Kenyatta with Raila Amolo Odinga and eventually bestow William Ruto the leadership. And as we speak today, he was eventually able to get the mountain by his side. So as we speak today, is the de facto leader of the Mount Kenya region in terms of having the people by his side. The local management, the Wanjiko from the Mount Kenya region. So ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the Kenyan elections, what is the most important thing you should consider when you are choosing who is going to take you through the Mount Kenya region? According to me, it is the people. Where are the people? And right now as we speak, it is Rigathi Gachagua having the people. It's not Uhuru Kenyatta, it's Rigathi Gachagua. So, when it comes to Matiang'i, Kalonzo Musyoka, they have to know that the person to go for, it is Gachagua to get the people. After getting Gachagua, being assured that you have the support of Gachagua and the people of Mount Kenya, then now you can go for Uhuru Kenyatta to facilitate the politics in Mount Kenya, even in the country as you speak. So that is the procedure. It is not Uhuru Kenyatta then Gachagua. It is Gachagua then Uhuru Kenyatta, because Gachagua has the people and the people have the votes. Ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you again, in 2022, when Uhuru Kenyatta ignored the people, he did not win the election for Raila Amolo Odinga. Whoever who ignores the people, more especially the Mount Kenya people, he goes out. If you are a member of parliament, you ignore the voice of the people, you are kicked out. If you are a governor, a good example, it is Kabogo, you are kicked out. So therefore, you cannot ignore the voice of the people. I don't know what is your take, but this is my opinion. On the comment section, share with me, the people of Mount Kenya, share with me what you feel about what I've just shared here today. So the answer to the Mount Kenya solutions, more especially on the political aspects, it's Rigathi Gachagua. See you next time for more videos.